they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They'll try the run. There he goes. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
This is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To go up top on first down. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass over your own defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Back to pass. Lets it fly. Firing to the right, complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pushes toward the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Using the quick game.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Makes the grab. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He wants to throw it again. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing...
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, he's got a chance. Crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Georgia lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Leaves it with the back. really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Kruger. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Good timing on the quick out. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come...
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Safe completion on the screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Snags it over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. no backs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit more.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Kruger. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And a long way to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Sets up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later. He's
looking to throw on 3rd and short. That's a fumble on the play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Georgia sends out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion sets him up on second down. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Running it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. An injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Humphreys. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB. And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. They're really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3. He's out to the 9. To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one? Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. Finds his man, it's Taylor. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but there he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McFarland. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Open space at the 25. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Georgia going up tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air, it's Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line and a big turnover called by this defense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.